Hello, everyone. This is the Rabbit Hole podcast where we talk about everything paranormal and about our ghost hunting adventures. I am Ryan. This is Yessie, Kevin, and Michael. Welcome to our very first episode. We're going to start off with going over our very first video that we did, which was the crash of American Airlines Flight 191 in Des Plaines, Illinois. Yessie, do you mind going over the story again for everybody?
Sure. Sorry, I was kind of like rereading everything. So the crash happened on May 25th of 1979. It was going from O'Hare to Los Angeles International Airport. It was operating off runway 32R when suddenly an engine detached, which was the left wing, left engine, and it lost complete control. The aircraft crashed about 4,600 feet from the end of runway 32R. All 271 occupants on board were killed amongst impact, along with 2 people on the ground, which made it to be a total of 273 fatalities.
All right, thank you. So when did we go there? It was about four weeks ago.
Sounds about right. Like 4 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. So we did that on a very, very rainy night. Went okay, but there's definitely a lot of flooding. We had to stay in the car. That was kind of funny. It was like, of course,
You
of course
stepped
that would
in a
happen.
puddle.
Yeah. It was, what was it? I like stepped on a stick and it just splashed into the puddle, soaking my whole shoe, like right when we started. I'm like, great.
Soaking socks.
And I even said, watch for the puddle.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you got it. Oh, never mind. Of course, we're wearing like the most open shoe possible, so just right in there.
I remember.
Oh, man.
We were not properly prepared.
Yeah, I definitely should have brought another jacket. It was like a little colder than expected that night.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. It was really cold. And then not my phone getting away. I was like,
Yeah, I remember
Put my
seeing
hand over.
Yeah. But yeah, that was at went to the memorial site first. That was actually pretty cool because we got to hear a lot of names from people on the crash.
Yeah.
Or in the crash.
We got Terry.
Yeah, there's Terry. I think I spoke to the captain, some of the other flight attendants there.
Mm-hmm. I think we got Edward as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then
oh, I still got the names.
I think we also got like Runaway or something or Run.
Yeah,
you guys got
before
one that
we were
said
leaving.
Run.
We got
We
buried.
were like, oh man.
Yeah, bet. All right, we're out.
I'm like,
We'll go to the
deuces.
actual crash site now.
When we were walking there, it said trail. And then we passed that one building and it said attic. So I'm like, ugh.
Oh, the Abbott.
Yeah. And then it
building.
said answer and then buried aside chief, which we thought it was they were buried aside or along from the captain of the plane. We got Terry.
Terry Crews.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We got Kate. Maya. Mandy. Ella.
Is there a Mandy in there?
I believe
I feel
so.
like I feel like I remember that.
Well, Terry was a friend from someone that passed from the plane.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. The best one, though, I think, was when we weren't recording. We were driving, and it said white salt.
Yeah,
Oh,
I really wish that was in the video. I was
We
looking
had-
for that the whole time. I was like,
Yeah, we all
I miss
had
it.
bags of salt in our pocket.
So that like means that someone was in the car with you because they knew you all had white salt.
oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
So in a spiritual aspect, right?
Yeah.
Spirits are very aware of other things that are used to protect oneself in the spirit world, right? So salt kind of glows to them.
Oh.
So they can tell you. Black salt is often used to kind of call things or get rid of bad negative energy, but black salt is very rare.
Oh.
There's only one island that I know, and it's in the Hawaiian Islands that actually has black sand. But it's because of volcanic stuff, right? But it makes it a sacred substance.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I don't.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're driving, like, it was like a gated, like,
Yeah, everything was gated and there was open, and we were driving, and I'm just looking at it, and all of a sudden I'm like, white, and then salt. I'm like, oh my god, white salt bags.
Yeah, because that was after we left the hotel that we parked at, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I ended up just before I left, got like 4 bags of salt, one for everybody. But yeah, that was interesting how they were able to tell that.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay.
Well, like a bag of cocaine, so.
This
Yeah.
guy.
And then I remember it saying like record, like it knew like we were recording.
Yeah, I remember that.
I said one record, so then I was the one grabbing and recording at the moment.
That is crazy.
They're a snatcher.
Literally.
So I have a question when it goes to the passengers on flight 191. During whatever research or whatever you went through, I know that at that site they have a lot of the people that passed during that flight, right? Were there any that were supposedly said that they like couldn't find the bodies or anything of that nature?
There were a few that weren't,
Like weren't accounted for from the flight?
I think they couldn't identify them
Yeah.
by how bad their remains were because everyone pretty much burnt
Oh,
or
Yeah.
their bodies were like scattered.
juicy.
literally.
It's like your body turns to literally like dust. I mean, that sounds horrible. Sorry, people.
But then, like, I remember we went to the mobile homes, and they're the people who live at the mobile homes. They still claim to have people knocking on their door looking for luggage, saying that they need help, saying that they're hurt when there's no one there.
Oh, that's crazy too.
There was a part of the video that we were on that one trailer home that we were getting like
Oh, the
so
one that
much.
was getting flooded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was I'm not sure if you guys saw the video, but there was a part where there's like a mount to it, but you have to have like your headphones on to actually hear it.
moans.
Oh, really?
It's like
Yeah.
a painful one, like they're like in pain.
Interesting. Yeah, I was just listening on my iPad when I watched it.
It's
I'll
when
have
it said
to-
complex. We were next to the complex.
Mm-hmm.
And then it talked about like a ticket.
Yeah, I
They're
was gonna
looking-
mention that. Yeah, that's for your ticket.
We got Ticket. We got Row. What's another one that we got?
Did you get a number with the row or just row?
No,
No,
just
Just
Row.
row. And then it said disc, lights, visit, and then no saint.
Hmm.
And then room.
That's kind of creepy.
And
I was
then
saying.
Oh, wow,
the
wow.
other one that kind of got to me was herb. I had the white sage with me, but then it mistook it as wheat because it said herb and then wheat right after.
I mean, there's like a distinct difference, but I guess when it's dried, I can see because the leaves shrink, right, with sage. Unless it's like the long sage sticks, and then it's like the large leaves.
No,
That's
it's
used
just like
from
the little
sage
bundle.
plants.
Yeah, a little small one.
That's crazy too.
Probably like, why do you have weed on you?
Oh yeah, like when we lit it, it smelled like weed.
It was probably white sage.
Yeah.
Another one that got to me was it said why me.
Yeah, that one was a little,
Oh.
sad
Oh.
and creepy.
I was like, oh. And then it says sat. So, like, what road did they, like, sit in? I feel like maybe if we stayed there, if it wasn't getting too flooded, maybe we would have gotten a number.
Right. Or communicated a little bit longer, but Illinois' weather is always bipolar, so you
Yeah.
never know what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
All seasons in a single day.
Literally.
And then it said dig, and then Maya right after. And then bride.
There was actually a bride in the plane.
Oh, that I didn't know.
She was gonna get married in Hawaii.
Yeah, I think I remember you mentioned.
Oh, yes, because if it's a flight to Hawaii and it's not straight through, you stop at LA. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what my mom and I did when we went to go visit my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like the stopover right before.
The other one was investigator. Like, they obviously investigated the flight, what happened. and then the other one was
I thought,
satellite.
I thought it was us calling the investigators.
Maybe, unless they were talking about us, and then what happened then? They were investigating.
Yeah, unfortunately, they weren't too specific with that.
Give me answers, please.
Well, I mean, it sounds like when they are saying things like they're speaking to other people around them,
Yeah,
is
like,
what it sounds like. So, like, spiritually speaking, you know, they can see each other just like we can see each other. So, if they're like, who are these people? Investigators.
yeah, like they're still having their own
okay.
conversations.
Right.
They probably don't know that they're dead.
A lot of the times, most of the dead don't know that they're dead until they pass, right? Because there's technically like 7 layers from the moment that you die to the moment that you go. In certain beliefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and say, you know, everybody has the same beliefs because clearly that's not true, right?
Yeah.
But in certain spiritual beliefs, there's a few layers to the process of being dead, right? And it's like a walkway of passage to see where you end up, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, because I know certain beliefs, their whole goal is to go through these steps to reach reincarnation.
Right. I know, you know, not to sidetrack too much, but
Yeah.
with the Aztec and the Mayan belief system, they went by the lunar calendar. And that lunar calendar had steps to it. And you walked through each phase during that cycle. And not until the whole other full moon phase came, you stayed quiet and, you know, at your own peace or whatever they call it, I guess, mourning.
Okay.
But it's their phases to the next level or to eternity.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. And then one thing, didn't they also say like the last words that were mentioned on the plane at one point?
Yes, I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah.
What?
It was damn.
Oh, yes, it was damn. The last word.
Dang, negative.
No, because on there, on the flight, like when the pilot was talking to, like, I guess, like the other people on the other side, I forgot what they're called.
Like air control.
Yes, there we go, air control. The last words that was heard from the pilot was damn, and then everything went silent. So I asked him, do you remember the last words that you said? And that's when it said damn, like a minute after.
Oh, so you were talking to the pilot at that time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got like
Yeah, that was,
female
like, early
voices. Yeah, that was weird though. I'm like, I didn't expect someone to reply, but they did. And then the other one was Pierce.
So someone was clearly like impaled or something.
Because it said Pierce satellite. So I'm wondering if they mistook a part. Or like maybe when it crashed at the end of the runway, there was like a satellite tower that it also crashed into.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's possible.
Oh, the antennas though from like the trailer homes too, because some of the bodies landed on top of like the trailer homes. or-
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, so upon impact, because they were 4,600 feet in the air already. So when the engine kind of failed, it also ripped off the left wing and the whole left engine. So it nosedived straight down. And then when it hit, it goes,
that is. So they just like confetti.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I think-
people were still strapped in, but
Well, based off the video that you put at like the beginning of our video,
Yeah.
wasn't that actual footage of that crash?
It
You
was
can't
like a
really see-
reenactment.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
reenactment. Okay.
but it was still like true to the events that happened. And you can see that people did get up from their seats and kind of start panicking. And then that's, I think, when everyone kind of scattered.
Yeah, because I don't think they had time to like actually put their seatbelts on.
Because after, you know, when you go on a flight, after a couple feet, once they stabilize,
Yeah, you
They're
can
able
take
to-
them off.
yeah. But what I don't understand is it was directly after takeoff, so they wouldn't have even leveled out yet.
No, they would have hit that turbulence.
Yeah, so it's like, what were people doing without? But again, some people are like, oh, fuck the seatbelt sign.
Yeah.
Who knows?
There's
This
a
is
lot.
The 70s.
Yeah.
They're probably
Like,
like,
I'm going to go
Less,
take a piss.
they were more
Man.
lax, according, you know.
unbuckle your seatbelt, have a cigarette, you know.
It's fine. Smoke in the cabin.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to go pee right now during turbulence. Nothing going to happen.
It's just a couple
Jeez.
swishies. It's
Nah.
fine.
Imagine the
Obviously, it
person that
wasn't.
went to the bathroom.
Dude.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yes. Oh my God.
He didn't get to finish, or she.
We should have asked
That was wrong.
We should have asked that though.
Who was the last one to take a shit?
Who was the last one to use the bathroom?
Were you able to finish?
No.
Was it soft or hard?
And then another one said safe.
So I'm not sure if they're safe, like on their like other side of the realm. Now,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Like the other side of the veil, I guess.
it's like I'm safe now, you know. But
Because I believe there was kids on that flight too.
yeah, there was a family with 2 little ones. So, no wait, 3 little ones, and the whole family took a trip, and yeah,
They all passed.
Yeah.
Because no one survived it.
because they were gonna let the little ones stay with their grandparents, but they were just like, oh fuck it, let's take them with.
And then that was like the last of their life.
Oh,
That's
At least they
sad.
went out
That's-
together, but
I mean, yeah, but
that
still.
sucks.
so this passage that I found shows more about the actual damage that happened and how it happened on the plane. So as the engine separated from the aircraft, because engine 1 was on the left side, which was the left engine, separated from the left wing, and then it flipped over to the top of the wing and then landed on the runway. So it
Oh, it bounced off and like rolled to the.
Yeah.
So
then as it flipped over to the top of the wing and landed on the runway, it severed the hydraulic lines and locked the wing's leading edge slats. So things that I guess that open.
Yeah.
And then from there, it damaged a 3-foot section of the left wing's leading edge. And then the aerodynamics forced act on the wing resulted for retraction of the outboard slats, which as the aircraft started climbing,
It
the
brought 'em
damaged
down.
left wing produced far less lift than the other one. It couldn't get enough lift than the right wing, so it was unbalancing already. Much after that, the slats still deployed and its engine did a full takeoff thrust, disrupted the balance of the aircraft and caused it to roll.
Yeah,
So
it was
the
like
whole-
spiraling. Right?
Yeah, so the whole plane went into a spin. And then it spun to the left until it was partially inverted, reaching a bank angle of 112 degrees. So it went full obtuse angle.
Holy.
And then right before crashing in an open field by the trailer park near the end of the runway. The engine then separated and damaged the pylon structure holding the engine to the wing, which was caused by improper maintenance procedures from American Airlines.
So you guys are flying over the highs. Don't fly American Airlines.
I mean, please.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I mean, I think they have like the most casualties out of all the planes, them and Delta.
Yeah. Which is weird because you'd think Spirit
Yeah.
would.
I mean,
you'll be
I
delayed in
question-
Spirit though.
Spirit will make your blood pressure rise.
I have flown to Spirit so many times. I was gripping on. I was just like,
I've flown Spirit one time and I learned my lesson.
my mom apparently
Never.
didn't. We kept going.
I don't care how they're cheap tickets for a reason.
Yeah.
Man, but those shits go fast, so they be booking it.
Yeah, but they don't care. They're like racing other planes in the sky.
They think it's like, oh, time to do it Fast and the Furious. Let's hit the knobs.
Listen, I'm trying to get there to go have lunch.
Literally. Like, I need my nap time. Like,
Pilots are sitting there like, yeah, this guy's going too slow. Go around him.
Oh yeah.
Cognac
when we
time.
went to Florida, what didn't we use American Airlines?
No, we used United.
It was
He
United.
said no.
Like, no,
Hell no.
bitch.
United.
Okay, so when we were going to Florida, our flight was delayed because they couldn't find a pilot. And then they finally found one after like hours later. We were there halfway through the day.
We got there like around like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Shut up.
Because
And
our
they
flight,
couldn't find a pilot?
our flight was
That's
at
their
what?
whole job.
Our flight was around like probably like around like 8 or 9, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't leave until like 12 or 1.
Yeah. And then all the updates I given was
Your stuff should have been free.
Yeah.
literally,
I think we got to Florida like around like 4 or something. Or
yeah, in
3.
the afternoon. Because we were supposed to get there before everyone who drove there.
Yeah, because we're supposed to.
We literally got there
there.
an hour before them.
Yes, because we're supposed to be there at 12, so we can enjoy
The Airbnb without
Airbnb.
everybody else.
Right.
But we arrived like an hour early before they arrived.
Yeah. Wasn't even an hour. I feel like they pulled up like literally 30 minutes later.
No, it was like an hour later.
45 minutes later.
45.
But as we got there, we took off, and I told Kevin, I'm like, I'm like, I have a bad feeling. I'm gripping on like this. I think I left my nail marks on him. I felt so bad. I was squeezing his hands. I told him, I'm like, I'm not a good flyer. I was in the middle seat, and I'm like, I don't like being in the middle for some reason.
She was a pilot.
I like being next to the window so I can distract myself.
It's like,
Look
so I
in
can
the
see where I
clouds.
fall at.
Literally, I can plan. I'm gonna grab a parachute. Right there sounds like a good landing. No, I was in the middle, and so I'm over here panicking, grabbing onto both, and then I finally leveled up. But when we landed, I thought we were all gonna die. That pilot went nosedive.
And drifted on the runway.
He we were here, and suddenly down. We could feel.
Was he a new pilot? Like,
But that pilot said we were fucking behind when we get there.
I'm trying to leave with all the limbs on my body, please.
And then so the plane went choo, and then
Yeah, no. See, somebody would have got cussed out. You gonna return my money first of all.
I told Kevin, I'm like, I've never been so terrified in all my years of flying, and I've flown to Hawaii where the airport is right on top of the water. There's nothing. This is your runway, water. That
Okay.
pilot took their time. And the airport's not next to the shoreline. It's a few where your feet can't touch the water. And they got hammerhead sharks over there by the airport. And I'm like, I felt safer there than Florida.
I mean, you're slow. One thing is like you get to Hawaii and it's just like a slow glide to your pleasure, right? Your paradise. But I mean, in your situation, it's just like, okay, I'm watching myself die. Oh
like,
God,
man, it's like,
this
fuck.
is it. This is how it ends. I couldn't even breathe.
I told Kevin, I'm like, our obituaries and we died in Florida. Like, out of all places, Florida.
Didn't get to visit Disney.
That pilot was like, "Oh, there's the runway."
Literally.
You know what they say? What is it? A bad pilot never misses the runway.
I mean, that's true. If you think like,
I
just
told
saying.
Kevin, oh, I was going to say permanently retired to Florida.
Damn.
That is crazy. No.
Yeah. That was our first investigation. I'll stay there.
I told you, too. You didn't embarrass me in any way on the video, did you? No. And then you put that I said I got scared because of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's true.
I was like really into this. I look up, it's dark, it's rainy. I see a figure in the fucking bushes, and I'm like, oh fuck me. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I thought there was someone in there. And so we turned on the light, and I flashed over, and there's a fucking statue of Jesus Christ himself, just kind of leaning.
He said, I'm here with you.
I got you.
Carry me.
Don't worry. You're in good hands.
Allstate.
That's what I was just going to say.
American Airlines, you're in good hands.
I don't think they were in good hands, though. From the maintenance crew.
Oh shit, they even got a picture up there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so you could see like the explosion.
Yeah, I think because it's like that's what I saw. I feel like I don't know if it was part of that reenaction, but like
Yeah.
after that, yeah, you show it, but you can't really see exactly where it lands because it's the
So
building's
far.
right in front. But
Yeah, I think people took pictures when the plane was like on the side like this. I was like, dude, that's super cool, but
yeah,
very terrifying.
So they actually have an interview of the supervisor of maintenance for that plane and what he said. He said, as the aircraft got closer, I noticed what appeared to be vapor or smoke of some type coming from the leading edge of the wing and the number one engine pylon. I noticed that the number one engine was bouncing up and down quite a bit, and just about that time, the aircraft got opposite to my position and started rotation. The engine came off, went up over the wing, rolled back down to the runway. Before going over the wing, the engine went forward and up, just as if it had lift, like if the wind kind of blew it up, and actually climbed. It didn't strike the top of the wing on its way either. Rather, it followed the clear path of the airflow of the wing up and over the top of it, and then down below the tail. So the aircraft continued fairly normal climb when it started to turn to the left. And at that point, I thought he was coming back to the airport. So the engine it literally was flying in the wind with the aircraft.
Right. Well, it was hitting to
Jeez.
that current.
Yeah.
That's crazy itself. Like, that's some Final Destination shit.
Oh, yeah.
The
It
drop of a coin still gets me.
was a penny.
That's why they discontinued the pennies.
Have they already?
Yeah, they're already discontinued.
Yeah, they're no longer making them.
I have a bunch of pennies still, so
We could say back in my day, we had a penny.
If you can find one that says like, I think it's what 1864 or some crazy number. Like even the 90s, like 1960s and like 70s, like those, if they're still in relatively good condition, they're worth like a
The
lot of
engine,
money.
that's a great
really. Oh,
So
I'm gonna keep on.
keep your pennies.
I'll keep on pennies.
That's how the engine looked separated on the runway.
Damn.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
Well, no shit.
It's not
And
like the
I find it
Titanic.
crazy where it's like flying is the safest form of travel, except when you crash, then it's the opposite.
Yeah,
I feel like any plane crash, you're probably dead, but like a car crash.
I think like statistically speaking, it's like the safest, like you said, way to travel. But then you think like, okay, well, car crashes happen every day and people die every day, right? I think that's the highest rate of deaths, right? But then it's like, okay, well, what about boats? Right? And what if a plane hits a boat? Like, now you're double down.
Yeah.
Wow, I found more crazy information. So as like there's a camera in the cockpit, which you could see the passengers. So as they're trying to maneuver the plane, they could see all the passengers flying out the airplane.
Oh,
They could see everything that's going on with the
because they were stuck in the cockpit.
yeah. So it says here the passengers. So it says since the cockpit has been equipped with the closed circuit television camera positioned behind the captain's shoulder, the passengers back then they could like look both ways pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So the passengers witnessed everything from the cockpit view, pretty much as if they themselves were
In the cockpit.
yeah. And they
Wow.
could see when it dove towards the ground, so they already knew they were gonna die.
Yeah, that's rough.
They're like, Lisa, we ain't making it tonight.
The only thing that was left that was a really big piece of evidence of the
The
plane
luggage. Oh,
was the engines and the tail section. Everything else was blown to bits.
shit. I would have just traveled all the way to the back of the tail. I'm like, fuck
Which
it.
that's weird because in most planes they have the black box which registers everything, right? And I don't think that they didn't have them during that time. So
Yeah, because here it said
Would be good to look.
how would that be blown to bits? You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's
That's,
supposed to
like,
be one of the
indestructible,
right?
yeah. So here it said that it also, when the plane crashed, it destroyed 5 of the trailer homes and several cars. And the DC-10 also crashed into an old storage hangar at the edge of the airport, which is the former site of the Ravenswood Airport.
Oh,
Yeah. Then it says the crash site is a field located northwest of the intersection of Toohey Avenue, which is Illinois Route 72, Mount Prospect Road on the border of the suburbs of Des Plaines in Mount Prospect, Illinois. So they even have like the total number of passengers, crews, and from what nations all these victims were from. 247 of those passengers were American from the United States. 4 was from Saudi Arabia, 1 was South Korea, 1 was from Austria, 1 was from Belgium, and 4 was from the Netherlands. There was a total of 13 crew members and 2 grounds.
that's nuts.
I did look it up. Black boxes started being on planes in like the late 1950s, so should have had it.
In there.
And I'm guessing that's where they heard like the dam from, but I don't know if they have it readily available where you can hear like what even happened.
Right. That's why I'm like, it's so weird if everything else got blown to bits.
You know what's funny though? That memorial that we went to is sort of new. The memorial was established in
going?
2009.
Oh, I was about 2011 though. I was
Because for
off.
32 years, those victims had no permanent memorial. So it wasn't until 2009 when they obtained the funding to make a memorial for them. It was 2 years that took for them to get the funding, and it was done sadly by a 6th grade class of DeKalb Classical School in Chicago.
Okay.
Why do 6-year-olds have to do? Why does it like?
Well, I commend whatever school that
Yes.
is because that
Congrats.
is real education, right? Like it's not over the he said, she said lies that they gave us in high school, right? But it's like these people weren't even remembered.
Yeah.
They
And
had
that
to wait
happened years before,
32 years.
you know? And it's like, okay, well, why did it take a bunch of little kids to get this done?
Especially with this being
You know.
the most like devastating
Yeah.
plane crash in
Ever.
history.
Right. That's nuts to me.
Literally, like a 6th grade class, and it took 2 years for them to come up with the funding. Apart from the 32 years in a 6th grade class, why did it take 2 years for this class to get the funding for a memorial for victims?
Yeah.
Because that should have been a priority then,
Yep.
right? But I guess if you think about all the stuff that was going around that era, right? Like that time frame, there was a lot of crap.
So every year there's a
that
big remembrance ceremony that's held on May 25th, I guess. So the last one for the 40th anniversary of the accident was May 25th of 2019. But they always go out and do a big remembrance ceremony. And then 30 victims were never identified.
Wow,
So that's a lot, yeah.
And those people are buried at Green Hills Memorial Park in Rancho Palos Verdes, California. So not even at where the crash site happened.
Why are
or
they
in the
buried over
state.
there?
Yeah.
They said the site of the crash was redeveloped around March of 2021 and has been named the future site of interchange for Interstate 90 and Interstate 490. But why were those 30 victims who were never identified states away from where this crash happened?
Right, that's my question. Was it family members that brought
Right?
them there, or was it like,
Could have made sense, especially with it being in California.
you know,
They were
like
going to LA.
I think they were
that's
going to
just
like
They were going to Los Angeles.
like
Yeah.
for like a book. What's it called again?
Like a book signing?
No, book signing. What's the
like a publishing?
it was like where all the like editors and like authors from like books. A convention. There you
Oh,
go.
Oh.
Like a book convention. Because there were some few people that were authors for like their books that were going for that book convention.
Okay.
that's just weird how they would move 30 people. Like that's a lot of passengers to just be placed in another state, and you couldn't find their bodies, right? Like,
So they determined that what caused the fuck up of the engine was that they did an engine change at the American Airlines aircraft maintenance in the Tulsa, Oklahoma facility between March 29th and March 30th of 1979. On those dates, the aircraft had undergone routine service during which the engine and the pylon had been removed from the wing for inspection and maintenance and then put back in. It says it was not attached correctly.
so no one inspected it. Basically, they just kind of glanced at it and said it looks good.
Yeah, because
Like,
they
Yeah.
That's
they
what
took
I.
out those pieces, put it back in, but not correctly. It was not attached correctly. It was still detached.
Right.
It's a miracle it made it back from the faculty from the facility.
Facts.
Maybe on
You get one.
That's it. No guarantees.
only get one, guys.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. So the apartments that you visited, Michael, on the 3rd floor, we were sleeping, and I had a dream and I felt so real. Like I could feel that thing. I was in my mom's house in my dream, and I came face to face with this mirror. And now, like in my head, in my dream, I knew what was going on, and I could feel myself being like, "Fuck, here it goes." This woman came out. She had long, stringy white hair. Her eyes were so dark, I couldn't see anything behind those eyes. She was wrinkly, old, terrifying. Her nails looked like they were rotting. Her skin looked like it was about to slip and like just fall off her bones. Even talking about it, I want to vomit. It grabbed me and was dragging me across the room. I could feel the nails like going in, and it felt like whatever was on her nails was starting to poison me. I reached, and Kevin wasn't next to me. When I reached over, he wasn't there. His ass went to go sleep on the couch for some reason because he couldn't get comfortable.
Yep.
I woke up
Save myself.
and I couldn't breathe. I woke up, I was sweating, and I could hear footsteps going around the bed. And again, the other way. It was going like this. Like it was taunting me from side to side so I wouldn't go and get him. But I felt like no matter what, I had to leave that room. But my bedroom door was open. And I thought it was him. I thought it was Anubis coming in and out, running around the room trying to jump. No, he was curled up next to him the whole time. I was so scared for my feet to touch the ground because I felt something was going to yank me under the bed and I would be gone. I literally threw over, like I counted. I like heard the footsteps again. I was like, okay, 1, and it goes 2, 3. So when third, I got up and I ran out. I was like, hey, you know, and I screamed his name. I'm pretty sure the neighbors thought he was either killing me or something. And
They're having some wild
Yes.
moments.
but I was covered in sweat, and I told Kevin, I don't want to go back into the room without you. I don't want to go, and like I do not. I was dripping in sweat, like you could peel my shirt off of my like skin. It was like really gross. I could only sleep when he came back because for some reason when he came back, everything felt at peace. Everything was like peaceful. I was able to sleep, and I did a cleanse, but I feel like I didn't do a good enough job because I could still feel it. Like just talking about it, I want to like vomit.
I think where the reason that you have the abilities you have is the lineage you have, right? Like, so you are more connected even though you want to disconnect. And that's like the hardest thing to do because growing around it is one thing, but being raised in a different manner and then being this like, I don't know, sensitive to these things, right? Like you're not quite aware of what to do, right? Because you're not totally in control of whatever your capacity is because most people don't know what they hold,
Yeah.
right? Especially nowadays, most people don't even know what lineage they carry, right? Because there's witches and warlocks in every part of the world, right? But if your family has some and you happen to be a Christian or whatever, and your generations have been for years this other way, you're not going to know about your lineage, but you're still going to be that sensitive to these things. So I think your issue is that the disconnect can't really disconnect, right? Like you're like a light in the middle of the dark and moths are coming at you.
That's what I told them. Like I feel like mostly from where I work now, I'm going to be dealing with a lot of different types of spirits.
Yes.
I'm
And
like,
you need to be very protected.
I told him, I'm like, I want to still be able to feel and like communicate, but to help them move on, to pass. I don't want them to come home with me. I don't want them to interrupt my everyday living, but I would like to be there as like if they don't know what happened to explain as I'm doing my future work.
So you should keep tourmaline and a piece of onyx on you at all times while you're at work, because it'll help keep the negative things away, and whatever does need your assistance, it will allow you to do that. The tourmaline absorbs a lot of heat, so if it is a bad entity, it will entrap it. And the onyx itself is a protective and also an absorption, right? Mm-hmm. So say you're getting this weird feeling and saying like, I feel like you should be somewhere. And then you leave work and you feel like, I feel like this is where that person is. Well, you've already transported that person to that point because you hold the onyx with you. Mm. So I would say keep those 2 stones and then also a piece of quartz crystal because you always want to make sure you're A1. Right. But yeah, especially in your line of work, right? Like,
because right now, like when I'm there, for some reason, I feel like if the family is being disrespectful, I get really angry and upset.
is that because you're an empath?
I don't know.
Because so since I first met you, like that's what I get, is that you're very susceptible to even unwanted feelings from other people. Like if you're next to somebody who's pregnant, for instance, you will feel what they feel. Or say Kevin is upset about something, but is kind of like nonchalant about it. You already know that there's something there,
Yes, I always tell him like, "What's wrong?"
right?
"Oh, I'm upset." Why?
So that's going to be another issue for you because you have to learn to control that. And if
Yeah.
you don't know how, it's going to be very difficult.
Because even though I feel anger, I still put on like a good face and I don't let it completely overtake.
Yeah.
I'm still very professional. At the end of the day, I'm like, this is not my family. I can't control what they're doing.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I kind of just let it go. It's not until I get like closer to
That you.
yeah, and then I just like sit there and chit chat at the end of the night, and I feel like I'm having a conversation, even though there's no other coming back verbally, but I feel
That it's work. Like the
Yes.
yeah, the communication is there.
yes, I feel like communication is there, and I feel like as long as I keep doing that, but being respectful, I think I'll be okay.
I mean, usually you will be,
Yeah.
just learn to control it.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna ask though, like, do I have something with me at all times?
We
Because
were just talking about that.
because my mom when I was born,
Yes.
I went through like a lot of like health issues,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember once she told both of us that she did something that she
made a
really
promise.
regrets. I don't know with what or good or evil, but
That is none of your concern. Just know that you are protected. And whether she regrets it or not, it's too late. Contracts were signed and made.
damn,
But you're protected.
is it bad or
That's not for you to know.
It's not for you to know. Like, even if I read your cards, I can see whatever is in your past.
Yeah.
I will not be able to tell you that. Because that does not pertain to you specifically because it was a contract from your mom. Even though you're involved by default,
It wasn't your choice.
it wasn't right.
Oh, gotcha.
So
So what happens if you tell me like what it is? So what happens if you tell me what it is?
the bad thing is if I tell you what it is,
Yeah.
it comes for me, and then it goes for your mom.
Oh,
So it's better not to go poking and prodding. Just
Where
leave
Gotcha.
it doesn't belong.
because like when we go to like places like we have gone though, I don't feel anything like joined or anything.
You won't. Because if you're protected by, which I'm going to find out later today, if you're protected by what I think you're protected by, then you're not going to feel it.
Yeah, like the
Because-
only times I felt joined was her at her mom's house.
My mom's house is some other level shit, though. I don't think you'd feel comfortable in my mom's house.
Oh, believe me, I've been in worse places probably.
But yeah, like
I
that's
kind of
like
want to go to your mom's house because I remember the last time we were talking, you told me some stuff and I was just like, oh, I want to go. You're like, no.
No, I don't. I
I'm
mean,
like, but yes, can we go there for an event?
we can, because I saw whatever I saw come out from a closet and smack my dog's head down where it hit the ground.
like sit.
No, it was a hard
Thud.
like the dog ran.
Oh, that's good to know. That has something to protect me, I guess.
Yes.
Just don't go poking and prodding.
Don't ask too many questions that you honestly don't want the answers to.
Oh,
Just
okay.
accept
You
it
know,
as
and
it
and
is.
and just believe your mom when she says what she says
Yeah.
because she's not lying and she has a reason to say it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't asked like what it was or what. It
Wait,
is.
what hand do you write with?
This one.
Whoa, let me see this.
I got some calluses though, so.
Are you bored? Nasty. I hope you sanitize.
Oh, is this hand actually though?
Oh, again, don't ask the questions you don't want the answers to.
Not today though. You're good.
Today. Not today, he says.
Just after you go.
Okay, yeah, I see.
You're in good hands.
You
I'll
are in
say.
good hands. Yeah, no, you're in really good hands. The way that things happened weren't in great ways, but yes. You're in good hands.
Old state.
Everywhere you want to be. Wait, are we gonna get copywritten for that?
I don't
know.
think so because
Hopefully-
everybody does it though. So.
What about you, Ryan? Like, do you have any questions or anything?
Nothing I can think of because I've never really known a lot about this kind of stuff. Just kind of got into it somewhat recently when I got into kind of watching horror movies or playing scary games.
I feel like that's like a gateway drug for people. Like
Yeah.
they tend to like drift into want to know more about the mysteries, right? Like,
because it was really weird as like a kid. My dad and his friend, who was one of my good hockey buddies' dad, they were best friends, so we'd hang out at their place all the time. And they used to watch scary movies all the time, and they used to like fucking traumatize me. They were so scary for me as a kid. I remember literally like waking up one time and they're still watching, and I was like, nope.
close your eyes, don't look, don't
need to see that.
Fuck.
right.
Let me close, but still look.
I don't
Hugging
wanna
yourself
see.
like this is a safe place.
So
I don't
like,
want to see.
Like self-soothe. Like,
pretty much.
help.
And then so ever since then, I've been kind of scared of that stuff. And I think around maybe high school, slowly kind of got into it. And then ever since then, I've been watching or playing more and more scary stuff and just kind of got into a little rabbit hole on YouTube of watching other people do ghost hunting stuff. And some of it can be kind of like funny. Some people do almost like a comedy version of it, but then some people do it like really real.
Like serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of saw that, and it seemed pretty legit. So I don't know, just kind of got in from there. But yeah, haven't had too many other experiences besides that.
Okay. See, I feel like because of my family, like we grow up with it. Like it's just like most people are like, oh, ooh, and I'm just like, oh God, right? Like, fuck. I just like the people that are like, I call them Barnes and Noble witches, right? Because they wake up with an idea and they just go to Barnes and Nobles and buy whatever's off the shelf, and they're just like, I'm a witch now, you know. And I'm just like, okay, what kind? You know, because you always have the people that are like, oh well, you know, I want to have this power, and like, okay, yes, you get gifts. They're not powers, but they're gifts, and they only work in certain situations when you need them, right? Like, and well, I can't say that either, because sometimes when I'm angry, things happen, and yes, it's my fault. But like I remember I did a reading for a friend of mine at one of my jobs in a salon, and one of my coworkers, she was a shampoo girl. She comes over and she's just like, oh, you know, I want to be like Harry Potter. And I'm like, I know you're joking. Like, what, you want a piece of wood and Bumblebee
You've come
tuna?
to die.
Like, okay, I get it, but do you know what this entails, right? Like, because it's dedication to learn. If you really want to learn, you can learn, but you need to be dedicated and also be vigilant, because there's a lot of things you're not going to like. Because, like I said, there is two sides to the coin. And sometimes you might see things you don't want to see or that you never thought you would see, right? I remember the first time that I saw a demon. It didn't scare me because my grandfather had explained to me what, when, where, and why. But for anybody else in that situation at age 9 or 10 is going to get scared shitless, especially when it comes out of a fire, right? And you're like, well, now what? You know, like, is it going to come at me? Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? Well, if you show fear, it's going to come at you because that's how it survives, right? Like, it lives off of your bad energy. So
Yeah.
whatever you give it, it absorbs it. So it's going to stay with you. You're like a battery, you know? But most people don't understand that. And then when they get too deep in it, they're trying to find people to help them get out of it. And it's like, okay, well, they can only help you a little bit because you did the work. You have to fix it, right? And a lot of people just don't understand that.
Because what would you have to do in order to like fix that?
So if normally, well, what I do is when I have lost entities, is what I call them, is there is a jar. I do a spell that consists of a ash circle along with salt. I do a spell and a symbol that goes inside there. The jar sits inside with a black candle. The black candle absorbs negative energy. It absorbs all the negative entities in the room. As long as stays within that circle, it will do its job. Leave it there. And if it breaks in that circle, do not touch it. Leave it there. Because you don't want to bring anything back out of that circle, right? But normally you would stick a nail, either cemetery door or gopher's dirt, to seal the jar so that it would not come out of there if it didn't break. But that's what you would do usually. And then you would take it to a crossroads and break it there. Because the crossroads, anywhere where there is a crossroads, that is the highway for the dead and the spirits to commune. So they would be kind of sucked back into that current so that it could not come back to that point. It would meet its end.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
And that's what you do, at least for like the more like evil entities?
Yes, the
Okay.
evil entities. If it's like a person that's lost, we tend to do, it's kind of called, there's abre caminos, which are for people, and then there's also ones for spirits that are passing. And it's just to light their way through their travels
Okay.
so that they don't get deterred off the wrong route.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're walking in the dark.
So they can like fully, I guess, pass.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Interesting.
But I think, like I said, what your issue is being the empath and feeling all these things, and your mom's house and you seeing all those things. You're very susceptible. So I don't know what your lineage is precisely, but
Well, my
there is a
sister,
lot there.
She did the trial for the ancestry thing. My lineage goes all the way down to the Visigoths. Like my whole DNA and background. But that's where it stops. It won't show us anymore.
Because you can't. So you might come from an old family like I do. So I
Because
get
she
that.
said, like, it goes to the Visigoths, and then we have some French in us.
Well, the French is where a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff comes from. Because, like, my family, the story about my family is during the witch trials. They ran into the caves of Zagarmurdi, which is the border of Spain and France. It is the Basque country. All right. So it's very untouched terrain. It's very still natural and woodsy. Nobody goes in there. But the witches in my family are very well known there to be the witches of Zagarmurdi. So the lineage, if it goes back that way and yours is the same within that spectrum, then you have a very strong bloodline, which means you can't ignore it and there's nowhere to go but figure it out, right? Like you're,
That's what I've
you're
been
kind of
trying to do.
screwed. Like you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Because they will always tap on your windows. They will always tap on the doors. Spirits will notice you more than they notice other people because you're, like I said, like a light in the dark, right? They know that you're there even if you don't know you're there.
Which sucks.
Literally.
I'm like, I have like no light. That's what don't talk to me. Like,
He's all emo now.
he's
I
like,
have no
You're the
light.
guardian that's like, yeah, keep it moving.
It's like the vending machine meme. There's no light in me, but I still work.
Calm down, Morpheus.
Yeah, I never had any like readings, but my grandma, like on my Persian side, she used to do. I never realized it until I like asked later, but they would do. I don't know if it was Turkish coffee or if it was like Persian or Iranian coffee. It was like this very bitter coffee that was almost like an espresso. It was just a little bit, and you drink it, and then you flip the cup over, and then I guess my grandma would do
A reading.
yeah,
Yeah.
based off of that. And I don't know if I ever got one because I was so young when they used to do that. It was like maybe once, but I always wanted to try that. It seemed pretty cool.
So if she knew that knowledge, I wouldn't doubt that she also came from an old lineage that probably was later like, don't do that, right? Like the rest of the world, right? Like, so it's well within your capacity to try and you know, do it. I mean, if you're ever curious, I can kind of do some research because I do have friends that practice. Because there's like I said, there's colonies of practitioners from all around the world, right? It may be called something different, but it is relatively the same. The processes could be a little different, right? Because regionally, we're all different,
Yeah.
you know. But we can definitely do that. So I can give you like protection and things of that nature before, because any type of divination, you're still opening a doorway.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
It's gonna be like the Demogorgons that want to come out
Yeah.
from the.
no.
They rip a portal. Have you seen the new one?
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane. Ryan's like, shut up. I watched it.
Oh, I'll be quiet.
I haven't seen
I'll shut up now.
the first episode ever and then the last episode of season 2.
Damn. He was like, watching this
I was
one.
like, well,
watch
I
it.
know what
like,
happens to
"Gotta
this
finish."
person. So, no.
Yeah, until like.
He's like, I'm
what,
bored now.
Until the 24th. Catch up.
Yeah.
If you
Really,
did it-
it's just
if
so
you did it
hard
with
to
Demon
catch up with
Slayer-
stuff.
Yeah.
That was so hard.
Sorry.
Because I was trying to catch up with Demon Slayer before the movie, and I
Oh.
had my friend's bachelor party trip that we had to go to, and I was like, oh, you know, I
yeah.
have so much time, I'll catch up, and I totally forgot after that. So I was literally watching so many episodes a night, and I literally finished the last episode like right before I was going to bed the night before we went to see the movie. So I don't know what it is. I like watching stuff, but half the time I'm like, yeah, but I could also play something. I don't have to just sit there. And
It's
so it took me
funny.
2 years to finish Naruto Shippuden. It took me so long because I gotta sit and watch, and
Over.
not do anything.
The one I can't get through is One Piece.
Oh,
keeps
it took me the
going.
longest to get through all of those fucking. But I love One Piece, so I'm not gonna lie. It's one of my go-tos. Like I will rewatch that shit because I like it.
My My go-to that I will always rewatch would be Inuyasha, Sailor Moon,
I do like Inuyasha.
and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
I started watching the live-action one on Netflix.
Ooh, is it okay? Is it worth it? No, of course.
It's okay.
That face means no.
It's okay.
That means
I
you're like,
stopped.
One Piece. One Piece? Is that what you're talking about? Live action?
no, the. Oh my god, I just went blank.
The
Yeah,
Yu Yu
There's a
Hakusho.
live action of that.
Yeah. The
Never
One
heard of that
Piece,
one.
the One Piece live action, I could not get into because it made me so angry that they tried so hard to get cartoon characters to look real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, leave it alone.
That's what they
You're
kind
just
of did.
destroying.
That's kind of what they did with Yu Yu Hakusho, and then like they kind
See,
of like
that's what I
sped up
can't.
everything. And they like it skipped so much in between. Like, you know, when he's training with the what's her name, the older woman.
Can't remember.
Oh my god.
Was it Genya?
Genyan. No.
No. God damn it. I don't remember the fucking name.
I can't either.
But you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it shows that he's training with her and the other guy, the one with the orange mohawk-y
Yeah.
thing. I forgot his name. Kuwabara. That's the guy with the mohawk. Yes. They're already training in that, and then suddenly it speeds up to where they're meeting the other two guys, the one with the black hair and the red flower thing.
Right.
And then from there it like speeds up to where they're gonna have to go to this like that tournament.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, it's skipping so many things.
I feel like they do that with a lot of like a lot of the stuff they try to make live, right? They like cut pieces and try to mend them together, and they skip so much.
And you're just like, how to go
detail
from here
to here.
That's what they did with Avatar: The Last Airbender. The thing that does not exist, the film that does not exist, was complete shit.
Genkai.
Yeah.
I was close. We were on the track. We were on the right track.
We were close. Show game I was
Oh,
playing a while ago. And I was like, I remember it.
The Netflix one, though, the one they're doing, I'm waiting for season 2. They actually did an okay job, but there's just a lot of episodes that would have made more sense separately that they mushed together.
right.
Like they put when they're going to
They took a bunch of them that should have been individualized.
Yes.
Because like I feel like when because you remember like in the anime like they had it like air, water, fire, you know,
Like
like
book
blood,
one and, like,
book
is-
2, and like they should have kept to that
yes,
instead of doing what they did.
because they put when Aang is trying to find King Boomy with
Yeah.
when he goes to one of the air temples, and because they said they saw more
Airbenders.
airbenders, but it was the inventor.
Yeah.
And they kind of smushed those two together.
Right.
And I'm just like, what? And then they smushed the Cave of Lovers, the secret tunnel,
Yeah.
all together.
Which was irritating.
Yes. They mushed it all together. I'm like, it doesn't flow correctly. It really doesn't. And I don't like that they changed the dynamic of how Sokka is.
Yeah.
I don't like that and how they changed Zuko and Fire Lord Ozai's. They're like, oh,
They look.
they said they changed their storyline
Yeah.
to where they have a better relationship, so they won't.
Which they shouldn't.
So it wouldn't be triggering to families that are having issues with dads and are like internal.
Then I guess don't touch the fucking anime. Okay, we're like talking about anime.
No, it's all right.
We completely sidetracked.
Squirrel.
I have like a ghost story that I came across. It's a haunted dorm in Branham Hall in Penn State. So in 1970s, students lived inside
that's
lived in this I guess like this I'm not sure if it was like a school or something, but they were like reporting like strange like stuff happening. And then late at night, empty hallways, you will see this woman in a flowy white dress going from like a wall through walls, and then she would just like vanish out of like nowhere. And then the scariest part is that there was like no record of this woman connected to the building or like matched the description. And
Interesting.
and she wasn't even like a former resident.
But why is it always a woman in a flowy dress?
I don't know.
It's either that or a kid.
Well, there is a story about a lot. I think they all have different names because in different countries they're called different things. In Mexico, I think they're called La Llorona.
Yeah.
Here in the States, they're called the Woman in White.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they're around like accidental sites or murder sites. So
Yeah.
weird. I
Yeah.
don't know. We
I had
call them the same.
I had one place we went to. I don't really think it was haunted. I feel like it was just a story that they used to tell the kids to just scare the shit out of them. But I used to go to Hawthorne, and I think it was 8th grade. They always had this one field trip that you'd go on to. I don't even know. It was like some dorms in like somewhere in Illinois where it was a little bit more foresty and a little bit more rural. And we would stay there, would do a bunch of, I don't know, activities. It was very like camp-like. And they would all on the first night tell this like scary story about, I don't know, I think it was like a woman that was murdered there on her wedding day. They had like a wedding there, and she was killed, and so you'd see her throughout the dorm and stuff. And I remember that always like scared the crap out of me, like the whole trip they were on. Because I remember I felt like, I don't know if it was just something in my mind, but I remember like They'd be like, yeah, and if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't open your eyes because then you might see like one of their faces looking at you while you're sleeping. And I swear, like I saw that at one point,
Yeah.
but I never knew if it was just like a story that they always used to tell all the
Right.
kids that would go there. But I remember it being like
know.
pretty creepy.
I'm like, oh, it doesn't sound like just something to scare kids. though.
Yeah.
Right?
But I've heard that when you like give something energy, it manifests something like to it.
It can.
Like with like
Anything
ghost
you
stories.
speak to or anything that you put to, if you put emotion behind it, is considered a spell. So if you're just speaking just to speak about whatever topic, right?
Yeah.
Like we're doing right now, it won't do anything. But the moment we're like, oh, well, if we summon it,
Yeah.
or if we, when you get to that kind of conversation, that's when things start to flip.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of the times people don't understand that manifestation works in both ways, right? Like whatever you put in to the atmosphere
Yeah.
is what's going to come to you. So if it's something that scares you and you're talking about it, like we're talking about it, and it scares the shit out of you, you're calling that to you because what's behind what you're saying is fear.
Oh.
It's kind of like when people say, if you watch those scary videos on YouTube, Ghost Adventures, and
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna come into the house.
Yeah.
It's just like yes and no. Yes, if you truly, truly believe and you're scared shitless that it is going to.
Yeah.
Then it will or can.
But if you're watching it just for enjoyment and like just watching it just to see,
And again, it's one thing to get startled by whatever you're watching, and it's another thing to have actual fear behind it. So don't get those two confused.
because of course you're gonna go and you're gonna get scared of seeing something. It's natural.
Right.
But if you're like, fuck, that thing's gonna come in my house, and then
Then
it will.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what you don't want.
Yeah. Because, I remember it was one time I think I had lost one of my jobs, so I was unemployed for a little bit, and I was watching a ton of like ghost hunting stuff. And as a gamer, I'm staying up all night. And so I'd watch some of this stuff, and then I remember it would be around like 3 a.m. And I remember is that called like the witching hour or something?
Yeah.
And I would like sit there in the dark and just be like, just listen and be like, is there anything or is there anything? And I never really like heard anything that would like creep me out, but it always like, it
It's
always freaks me out after you
paranoid you.
watch a lot of this stuff. Yeah.
It was like,
Me?
God, is that you?
Do you have hot pockets?
Papa?
I got bagel bites. I got Totino's pizza rolls. Is
We
that
on a
cool?
budget. You got apple bites.
You gotta do that Mufasa. Remember who you are. Simba.
You should. Remember who you are, Simba.
You are my son, the king of the Pride Lands.
Everything the earth touches is yours. No, no. That's just
so like the more we show fear, it.
whatever that it is that you have. What if it's something negative, to the point where it affects you internally, and your fear is so profound.
Okay.
That is energy you're putting out. That is how, when you say, oh, I'm going to do my manifestations for the day and I'm going to put my stuff out there. Like, I'm going to be a millionaire and I want to be this. If you don't put truth behind or conviction behind what you're saying, it's not going to go anywhere. But the moment that you do, you air rocket that shit to wherever you need it to go. And results happen.
So
That works both ways.
so there has to be a purpose on what you're saying.
You,
For it to happen?
you make it a purpose. So like if you're internally fearful of clowns and you
Shit, I
watch
am.
something, me too, girl, I'll fight you. I tried to fight somebody at Six Flags they invited me to Flight Fest. Okay, sidetrack. Sorry, squirrel.
No, it's okay though.
God, fuck, what was I talking about?
If you have a really big fear of
Oh
clowns.
yeah, if you have a big fear of clowns and it's something that you're talking about and you happen to be watching something and you say, oh, that would be fucked up if this thing like really showed up at my house.
Yeah.
You're putting that out there to come to your house.
Oh, so it comes out.
don't say that. Well, it's an extraterrestrial. So if you want to see aliens, get on the news because they're saying they're here. But
They're here.
you know, I honestly, I'm.
I wouldn't mind though.
I'm.
An alien, though.
I don't
Project
believe
Blue
that
Beam is
we.
bullshit.
You know. Well, I mean, don't they say that, like, I guess one of the biggest, like, not superstitions, I guess, conspiracies is that the walking on the moon never really happened. It
Yeah.
was actually
it was all
here. Like, it
staged.
was just something
Yeah.
that they put on TV to.
I've been seeing a ton of
people.
that.
Like,
'Cause there's interviews with the astronauts when they
And they
ask
were
them a
like, it's-
serious question, they literally will like look down. They're like,
What,
Yeah,
I
like
don't-
they're like, no,
they're
it's
like not even
no.
proud of it.
You know what someone pointed out? How is the American flag waving?
Mm-hmm.
There's no air,
Air.
in space.
That's
one of
true.
them.
And around the moon, there's nothing. There's not
light.
even magnetic energy. That's why
There's like
people
shadows
float.
on there that they like shouldn't have shadows on.
Right.
There's like a ton of
Like
other
it's all
things.
visually edited,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like it's made to look the way it is.
I think there was like a director that worked in Hollywood that directed the whole
Who
like
did
I forgot what.
Stanley Kubrick?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
it was said that they had like Stanley Kubrick direct it.
Direct
See.
the whole entire thing. Yeah.
so how do you that brings it to even more basis of where like, okay, this was staged. Why did you lie?
Yeah.
You
well,
know.
at least from all the videos that I've like seen about it, it was literally the space race with the Soviets, and that was just to show that they were so far ahead of them. But I think
reality, they
both
were, like,
sides,
they weren't even-
still couldn't even do it.
Right.
And it goes into like a lot of other.
That's
like,
what I also don't
theories
get
or-
about the what is it not X flight the
Files.
no the what's his
Space-
space
Space
SpaceX
Force or,
yeah like okay what are you doing right because now they're saying we have this spaceship in the skies now that will be here within a year. I forgot what the hell they're calling it.
Like an alien or like a
Yeah,
spaceship that they
no,
built?
it's
Yeah.
a mothership is what they're calling it.
Dang.
Like this is real news. Like but then someone, if you remember, like a couple years back, they're like, oh well, the government's gonna stage that aliens are coming, and there's gonna be like an alien invasion. In all actuality, it's the government
Yeah.
that's doing these things.
Yeah, because that's what's called Project Blue Beam, which is like
Right.
there's
Oh, yes.
evidence.
You see the show?
No, it was.
No, it's a real
I watch
thing.
a lot of
There's a show.
conspiracy
Huh?
theory
There's a
stuff.
show into it.
No,
Oh.
that was called Project Blue Book, which is based on
Oh.
true events.
Mm-hmm.
How the
Yeah,
government.
Blue Book is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
But
like
Blue
this
Beam
was
is, like,
made
a
like
whole-
a long time ago. I think in like the 70s
Wasn't
or
it-
60s as like a operation to. I don't remember exactly what, but it was just like an operation that the government thought of, like in the CIA, and so that's what like people think this is now. But even that one story, it was maybe about like 2 years ago, like the alien sightings in like the Miami Mall.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes. Remember?
That like no one can talk about, and no one now has any footage
And
of.
the plane, where the lady freaked out the plane, saying that's not a real man. That's an alien.
Oh yeah. There was like videos of like people like recording for the Miami,
But you
and
can't find
can,
it
no,
anymore.
and you can see like they're like I think like they were like camouflage or what they're like. You can actually see them like hopping around and stuff.
Mm, yeah, they're supposed to be like kind of tall black like creatures.
Yeah, they're like blending into like the environment, but you can actually see them like whatever technology they
So
they
kind
had.
of like a quiet place, alien looking things.
Yeah, but they're like freaking.
They were
huge.
tall.
Yeah, they were tall.
Well, around that same time, weren't they saying that they were seeing people in like like giants in the Andes in the mountains walking on?
That's-
I don't know
Oh,
when.
the
I
one
always
dude?
hear about that, but I don't
I
know
don't-
when.
There was a
are
video of a
sighted.
guy that went to the mountains, and he said you can see the mountain. There's doors in the middle of the mountain, open and close, and then there's these people who did interviews about seeing these giants on the mountains, but then those people that gave those interviews disappeared. They can't
Yeah.
find them.
I think it was that one guy, right? That was like recording.
Yeah,
and
there's a guy. He went up to the top or something to ask about it.
Yeah,
and then he was just like, Okay, I'll go. Like something like
Told him
creeped
to leave,
out or-
yeah.
yeah, and like spooked him.
I think
and he was
didn't they
just out.
catch like video too of like
Here you go.
like a wall of like the mountain closing?
Yes, yeah, This one, a TikToker or Zoomer that have passed away after putting a video of a giant on a mountain. I actually found the video. Holy shit!
I will play somewhere around here, guys.
Like, I'll show Ryan first, just to make sure this is.
Oh, I'm talking to the viewers though. Like, we'll post
Like-
the video.
This is.
No, seriously, pull over.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, there's a lot of
same
people
guy.
that
Yeah, that's the one.
end up
Apparently-
missing when
Well, a lot of
they
the
find out you know
Yeah.
certain things.
No, yeah, but apparently that TikToker died.
You know,
after
the government,
posting.
like,
well, yeah, they murked him because like, why are you leaking this? You know.
Mm-hmm.
It is called, the mountain in the video is Kano Mountain in British Columbia.
Canada, eh?
Someone says the giant in the video is a tower.
Well, I mean, look at all the activity that happens, and it really does happen in the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, my
So
sister
I
lived in
hear stuff
Tennessee.
all the time.
I used to live in Kentucky, and I can tell you firsthand, like, you don't, just don't.
I
Yeah,
didn't
what's
go.
that saying? Like if you hear something,
You
no,
did never
didn't-
saw it.
You
If
didn't hear
see
it.
something, you didn't see it.
Yep, nothing. You ignore it, walk the fuck away. Like there's like 10 o'clock at night, you lock your door, shut
You
your
close
windows,
the- you
close
close the
everything down.
curtains.
You go to bed.
I'm not gonna say
nothing.
what I saw because I don't want to call it back. But this is what I dreamt.
Sorry, I'm blind, girl.
I don't want to call it back.
It's the Wendy's.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So in my dream,
Until
I was in a cabin in the woods. It was chasing after me. It bit my ankle. I felt pain on the ankle for days. And I was just like, okay, that's once, twice. I'm like, I better not get a third one. You know, and I told, but in my dream,
Well, they're
it
actually.
allowed me to pet it like a truce. I was able to pet it, call it truce, and it just
Yeah.
so.
Ryan's like,
Well, here
man, I want to
there's-
dream something like
No,
that.
now
and pet it."
I wanna show you guys. I guess I should bring over my PlayStation sometime to play through Until Dawn.
Dog gets scared. Like, oh my
It's a
god.
good one.
Well, those specific things between Illinois and Michigan are profoundly
Yes.
Oh
in
my
these areas.
god.
But is there any way to further protect myself?
No.
Fuck.
Ba-da-ba- Oh,
Yeah,
wrong
from
one.
what I
So,
remember,
it- Now,
Ryan's like, from that
I
video.
can ask one of my
fire-
friends who is a
fire, I think.
shaman with the Blackfoot tribe about that specific question. But as far as I know, once it gets your scent, that's it.
Oh shit.
And it can either make you or break you. But it is a very, if it is there for a protective reason or it's drawn to you for a reason, right? Like it is a very territorial thing, which means it's not going to like everybody.
Because
And if it don't like everybody, bad things happen to those people.
because what I've noticed is that when I was able to pet it, like I was able to put my hand, you know,
Face.
yes, and it felt like connection. It felt truce.
Well, remember,
Demogorgon.
your connection and your ability, unwantingly.
And I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? When I woke up, I was like, fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I felt like mutual understanding.
Yeah, which is good, but again, they can be territorial.
Oh my god. You remember when we pulled up and we saw the set of eyes?
Yes. And I told you, don't get out the fucking car.
Oh yeah.
We were coming.
Was
we
it in the
parked-
top of the trees over here?
Reversed like back. So we looked forward.
And I would just see the, and I told Kevin, it didn't look like a wild animal. I don't know what is in there. I'm like, but it's big. And I'm like, don't get out the car. Don't get out the car.
Well, remember, Illinois and Wisconsin are prone to what they call dogmen.
Werewolves?
kind of around the same, but U.S. version.
Oh,
And
American werewolf.
A lot of the time, it's not what they don't really present themselves as humans. They stay in
their
full
forms.
dog form, right? Like, but they walk on their both two legs, and they are very canine-ish.
Right. It's like, man, you guys are.
But they tend to lurk in the bushes. There's a road in Wisconsin called Bray Road where they're very predominant there.
Remember I told you I wanted to go see?
Yeah.
I wanted to go catch one. Well, not catch one, go see it. My whole life, bitch.
Good luck.
Come on, boy.
Here, boy. Come here. I'm going to call you Tommy.
No.
No.
Like a Tommy.
Here's a cheese stick.
Not the cheese stick.
Who's a good boy?
Gonna end up being a spoiled one.
Right. No.
No, but I told him, I'm like, don't get out the car until I say so.
Like
I'm
me.
like, and when you do, don't turn your back.
We have a lot of, I think here in the U.S. they're called cryptids, right? Like they're whatever their words are for fantasy creatures that exist. But
Do they actually,
they're
though?
not, yes.
Can you see them?
They're not, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing
I
is
wanna
is
see
that,
one.
No, you don't.
well, the problem
I want to see
with,
Bigfoot, though.
the problem with those, you need to go up to Montana and out that way, like Wyoming. But that's where they're mainly at now. Except for the ones that live in Florida. Those are more like sloth creatures.
Gator people.
Well, because what are the ones in like the Appalachia area?
So
mountain
Skinwalkers, right?
Yeah.
That's what that.
Don't say that name.
What did I say?
Whoever said the S word, don't say it.
we don't bring those up.
Wait, what?
So
I don't remember what I said.
yeah,
though.
that's good.
Good. I don't know who said it.
That's me. She's like panicking. With that specific, there is a lot. But in the Appalachian Mountains, during the 1800s here, a lot of the creatures in Indian myth lore, or whatever you want to call it, still existed.
So
And
what
a
does
lot
that
of the people from Europe brought their versions with them here. And there's different names amongst different cultures for a lot of things, right?
So they brought them in ships, or like just like.
They brought them with them without knowing. So the thin veil that we have that blinds the eyes of most people,
Yeah.
people who come from lineages can see, but other
Okay.
people who can't see them or don't come from a lineage, you can't see them because you do come from a lineage. You can't see them because of the promise your mom made.
Oh, no wonder though, because at age 5, I stopped talking to the people. I mean, to the little boy that I used to like play around at my.
Well,
Like,
the little boy wasn't your friend. So, bad person.
oh,
A lot of those things went into the mountains, and they stayed there,
It was protection.
and they still live there till today. But there's a lot of things there that, because of man's actions towards them, because the first defense of most people that have guns or weapons is to kill, right? That's their distinction. Like, oh, I was defending myself, it died. When you're just scared of what you're looking at because you don't understand it, it gives you fear because you see big teeth and eyes and things that you don't really
Something
understand,
doesn't look natural.
right?
yeah.
And a lot of things have to play with religious purposes, unfortunately. But people and things died.
So are these cryptids good or evil though?
Both. Some are good and some are bad, but you don't know which are which because of the simple fact there's always been this thin line between leaving them the hell alone and being inquisitive enough to not. But most people ended up on the wrong side of that line. So, which is why they tell you, you hear something, you didn't. You see something, you didn't. Right?
You
Walk away.
don't whistle in your house.
Oh,
at night.
no.
No.
I
One,
never get that one, but
The whistle?
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Yeah.
So the belief behind the whistle, and I can attest to this, right? Because there's a lot of things that happen within my family that
Whistle.
was an issue. we were having a ceremony out in the middle of the woods, which is the normal place, right? It's away from society and nobody really asks questions. You're doing what you're doing around a bonfire.
You're connecting back to nature.
You hear so many things in the woods behind you, and it's dark, and there's always going to be that one person that wants to be jokey and play around and just like whistles back, but you don't know what you're whistling at. And we have certain beliefs about certain things, right? I think in Mexican culture they're called lechuzas,
Yes.
right? Like that's the witch that turns into the bird that
Yes.
does the thing.
I don't know.
What my dad witnessed.
So when it's those things, you basically give it your location, kind of like echolocation, and it'll come for you.
Ryan's like, fuck.
We were having a moment in the woods, and my brother, of all people, heard it and decided to say, "Oh, here." And all of a sudden you hear a scream like someone is dying and wings, like loud. And not just like a bird, because you can't hear a bird fly. But you heard this like,
All the flaps.
and then you see this big bird, and we're in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Big ass black bird comes flying out of the trees. All of us take off running, right? Because I'm not dying for you. Like we couldn't even get done doing what we're doing.
Damn.
My dad saw that in Mexico. He came face to face. It killed one of his friends. My dad was coming back from a party.
Get your dad on the podcast though.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
You sit down. You ask my dad. He'll tell you everything he saw, and he'll be like, "Okay." He's like, "But if you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, whatever."
That's your thing.
You know.
Right.
He was coming back, and my dad, like, he felt something before he could see it. He said it was this big black bird. He's like, it was so big, it covered up the fucking moon.
Yeah.
He said
They're huge.
It covered the moon. He's like, I grabbed me, my other buddies, and we book it. One of his friends was like, "Oh, I'm not. It's not a thing."
Oh, I was like, what is that?
And it takes him.
The friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad runs and he shoves his friend inside, and they close the door and they look out the window to see if it's gone. It literally landed on the tree and it bent the whole tree. And it was just, my dad said his eyes were so red. It was like,
Yes.
it looked like lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was huge. My dad said, like, you look at it and it feels like death is coming your way. And there's no way of avoiding it. My dad said when he closed everything, he heard scratch marks. Like it's trying to come in. They ignore it, they close their eyes, and they somehow go to sleep. On the next morning, those claw marks are still there.
Yeah.
And they're huge. Right?
I was about to that's what happened with us, but it followed us the next day because we made it out, right? We left. And we just took off. We didn't look back. We didn't do anything. And the next day, I was in the kitchen with my grandmother, and the back door to the house was where the parking garage was, right? And there's a big ass tree in the yard. And my cousin comes in pale, right? Pale as hell. And he's darker than night. Okay, pale. He's like, there's something in the trees. And my grandfather says to me, go see what it is. And so I said, well,
Michael's like, fuck that.
I was like, you want me to go by myself? And he's just like, okay, you're going with me because you need to know, because I was the one going to take over the family when he passed. And we go outside and it's literally sitting on the branch right in front of the steps. And I don't know if you've seen it's called a magnolia tree.
Yes.
Okay, so the branches are long and big. So it was sitting on the tree and it was looking down and it would not leave. My cousin came back out because he was like, oh, did it go away? And it was looking for him.
Because he's the one that...
When we went back in the house, it tried to come in the house. And there was a wood table on the side of my grandmother's house because we used to have a kitchen outside in the back.
Yeah.
I know, it's weird. Third world country shit.
My grandma in California used to have her washer and dryer outside. So
we went outside, and on the side of the table, a chunk of the table was out. And birds have the 3-foot thing, right? It's just those things
Yep.
that are missing from the table. Like, gone. And we're like, the fuck? And my grandfather and my mom and everybody got together and it's like, okay, we need to do something for this house. Because now we got to worry about what's going after him and why. Right? But we explained to them that the night before, this is what happened. And then my cousin gets yelled at and is like, you're a dumbass, the blah, 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 right? Like the whole lecture of like, why did you do that, you stupid fuck? So, yeah, no, they don't, those things do not play around.
Oh shit.
My great great grandmother was very, very bad in doing castings for people. She did unspeakable things, right? When she died, her eyes were rolled to the back of her head. Her tongue was down to her waist. They had to tie her mouth shut. But at each four corners of her home on the roof that night, there were 4 of them on her roof to carry her.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But that's what they become. Bad witches become those things.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of everything you've done throughout life in such a horrible way, you stay the monster you were.
It's your punishment.
Right. For eternity.
You become what you were in life.
A bird.
Evil.
An evil creature.
Yes.
But yeah.
Oh, but yeah, to finish the story up though, so we come in, and literally we actually the back door right here, we heard someone going like this.
It was trying to come into the house.
Yeah, no.
I told Kevin, I'm like, stay quiet, turn off the lights. I'm like, we stayed in this room. I'm like, don't open it. I'm like, don't. I'm like, shh, don't look out the window.
No. So that is the first thing, and I will tell all of you right now, because we are going to these places. Hello.
There we go.
Because we are going to these places and doing these investigations, you need to be very aware that there are certain spirits that will stick themselves to you. And if you are not equipped, spiritually speaking, they can affect how you live, and they will be in your home. When you go and you get the attention of something you don't want the attention of, they tend to try to get your attention in any way possible, which is a knock on the window, a knock on your door. It could be a random phone call that just stays blank. Like, there are certain things that happen.
Yeah.
But because of humans being so inquisitive and wanting to know and being like, well, why?
Curiosity.
You're
killed
going
the
to
cat.
go and open the window. You're going to go answer the door, and it's going to come in your home. And it could be as small as a fly at first coming, and you won't even notice it coming in your home.
Yeah.
But it'll be in your home. And once it's in your home, it grows.
Oh shit.
That's why I tell you, at night, I don't like my windows open.
No. And you should never have a mirror in your bedroom or your bathroom, technically. It should always be in your living room facing the window, or the door, the front door facing the door.
I don't like mirrors at all. I think I told you the reason
Yeah.
why. You know, even the bathroom one, if I have to go in and I have to shine my phone light, I point it downward.
Yeah.
Or I put it towards me to where they can't see it. Because it's like a beacon of light.
It is, and it's a two-way thing. Mirrors are portals. They can either trap you or let things in. And it's better to have them at viewpoints from the entrance of your home or a window, because if there's something bad, it gets trapped in there. And whether you're in the home or not, it can't get you because there's that reflection still. Sorry, bro.
It's okay.
It's a barrier, so it can't attack you. But if you keep these things in your room, you're more susceptible to have weird encounters, we'll say, spiritually speaking, because you turn off the light, there's no reflection. It just opens a doorway and they come in and out as they please.
That's why when we go to my mom's house, she has a towel over her mirror.
You should
Because
cover it.
she has one in her room, but she always has it covered. Like, she'll have it open during the day, but again,
At night, cover it.
but if you notice, my mom's mirror is pointing the window.
Yeah.
Always
saw
to
that.
the window. And then at night, when she has to close the window, she first covers
Covers
the mirror. And
That's
then
good.
the window.
So you do come from a lineage.
And
See?
my mom's always told me, because I remember I was gonna take off the towel when I was small. My mom smacked my hand.
No.
She's like, "Don't you dare touch that fucking mirror." She's like, "You touch it." She's like, "Your hand will be offered." I was just like, okay.
Yeah, no.
And at first I thought she was joking until I grew older. I was like, "Oh, she wasn't kidding."
I think there was another one too with the window. Where it was like rattling like this, but there was like no wind out there.
Yes.
And why are you looking out there?
No, we weren't looking. It was already closed like this.
Oh, but
Yeah.
you heard it.
I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah,
"Don't."
we were watching.
Yeah, no.
Something on TV, and then like we just heard like someone going like this, but there was like no wind.
So you need to put cemetery dirt on your windows.
I put cinnamon.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's for the ant. When they're right, that's for the ants. My bad.
I was like, okay, well, cinnamon's okay for luck and money. That's fine.
But no,
I think we did
which
salt.
which is nice because if I go to a burial soon, I can.
True. I mean, I try that at churches, but someone always sits next to me, and I'm like, fucking bitch. I just want listen. They say it's offering money for the church program, so I just want to grab some money for my program.
And you know what I found? My job has stacks of holy water.
You're gonna need to grab a couple bottles,
And
girl.
there's a little to go.
Oh, the power of Christ come here.
Oh shit!
And then in
Like
our
a little
stop,
water
in our,
gun. You're good. You're good.
Oh, we could do Call of Duty on Ghost.
Oh no.
well, all you do
Bring the lid.
if something comes at you, you just put a rock salt bullet on there.
Also true.
Well, I can't see anything, so you have to tell me where to aim.
Oh,
Though.
fuck, that's true. Just give it to me. I'll do it. I'll dip
What?
my hair.
Mike was like, Kevin, it's there. It's there. I'm like, where? I'm like, I don't see anything besides a wall.
Note to self: get Kevin a talisman.
Did I tell you what this bitch did one night?
Oh shit, that's aggressive.
What'd
What?
I
He scared the fucking Jesus out of me.
Okay, well that's normal husband material.
We were sleeping, okay? And I think it was last Christmas because the tree was over on that side.
Yeah.
We were sleeping 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes in his sleep. He's there, over there. He's right there. I'm like,
Were you dreaming?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Wake up and the first thing I see is a fucking massive shadow of the tree. But to me, it didn't look like a fucking tree in that moment. It looked like a person. I'm like, babe, where?
I did hit you in the throat
He's like,
so hard.
He's like, oh, he's gone. And I'm like,
this month.
I'm like, who's gone? I'm like, who?
And I'm like,
I can't.
I told him, who's gone? Who? You can't be playing with me like this. Who's gone? Where is he? And he goes back to snoring. He just turns over, and I'm there in my bed like, who was he? What was he? I'm not going to go look anywhere for it. It's gone now. I'm going to just roll my ass to sleep.
Be with you.
He even scared him, and he came up to me and he landed on my chest. I was like,
See, no.
no, but I did scare him once back in the Waukegan apartments. He told me, and when I was sleeping, I was choking him really bad.
no, I was like, oh, Daddy.
No, like, he said he was
I don't want
scared.
to tell you because I like
Black my eye.
No, but he did say I grabbed
Shut
him
my
full
mouth.
force. And I
Yeah, I felt like her hand, like on her side, going like this, and I was just like, I
said
don't
it
want to
was-
wake up.
he said I was
Fuck
squeezing
this.
It's a
tighter.
dream. It's a dream.
Didn't you say you also felt like I was looking at you, but it wasn't me?
Oh yes, this fucking bitch.
Like a
scared
blank
me.
stare.
It felt like
I was asleep.
she was asleep, and I normally face that like my right side, and it felt like she was like, I gotta show you though.
Okay, I'm facing.
Like that.
I'd be like, excuse me, Tic Tac. bitch."
He said he didn't even want to look at me. He felt.
Yeah, I felt like she was like over me like this, and I was just like, and I felt it, and my brain like told me like something's like staring at you,
But don't look.
but don't look. Continue sleeping and continue looking that way,
Good.
and that's what I felt like. Just her going like over like this, like trying to look at me, but I'm like, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes.
There's been times where I've told Kevin, I feel like in the middle of the night, my body's being lifted. Because as soon as I feel it, it's like I become knowledgeable, and I'm like, no, and I crash back down.
So you're what we call ascending.
I don't like the sound of that.
So
Oh, it's like this.
Or you could be taking DMT, but
I'm
also
tripping.
true. You're on one. No. So ascending basically happens annually, whatever your birth chart is.
I don't even know what it is.
And so every person that comes from a lineage ascends, which means anytime someone in the family passes away, their ability or their gifts are dispersed evenly across the family line, right? When you ascend, you become to a higher consciousness. A lot of people will confuse that with astral projection, which is very different because astral projection, you
I'm
leave
aware.
your body and you're spiritually aware, but you're looking at yourself, right? And you're leaving your body going to this other place. When you're ascending, your spiritual form leaves its shell in order to gain more knowledge because you are now growing in these amplified abilities. And that is what I think you had going on. I think you've already reached that level and you're probably due for another one, but
Oh, great.
I don't know.
You're a
when
wizard,
that would
Harry.
be.
Because
Well, everybody has the ability to ascend, right? To grow spiritually.
I
It's
can't,
just
right?
being able to. You can, but
But I'm not allowed, right? With the protection.
as of right now, no. And this is gonna sound really bad. Don't get me the wrong way. I'm not wishing any harm to anyone, right? But
Yeah.
the day that your mom, you know,
Yeah.
that's when you will be able to fully involve. Which right now is a good time for you to get knowledge, but you can't make commitment
Yeah.
because otherwise you'll kind of speed up that process,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that.
No.
So, but you can definitely look into whatever you're wondering about. You know, build your
don't
knowledge. Just
poke and prod.
don't practice something until you're ready to be able to do so. Right? Like you can read about it and, like I said, gain knowledge, but don't delve into it.
Yeah.
Basically,
Now-
you can read the book, you just can't use what's in the book.
I'll just leave it the way it is, though.
We have a lot of tomes. I actually had a friend of mine create a lot of my family's books into PDF form to put on my phone, right? Because I never know what, when, where, or why, or how, right? We still have what is called the Acadia, which my great ancestors came from Greece. So in Grecian lore, Athena is what we'll go with, right? Is in charge of witches. Okay, specifically her. And a lot of our books are in that language. So if I tell you you can read these things, they have, like, I think what the Satanic Bible is something that's read in reverse in comparison to the Bible, right? As far as I don't know, I'm asking.
I don't know.
Yes.
So every culture and every coven and every family has their own type of what's called a grimoire, right? Which is a big book of shadows. But there is one which is Bible, and it's called the Arcadia, which is ours, right? But it's one of the most powerful that are out there. And it gives you insight into the original way of doing things, which is what they call ancestral or old magic. Not a lot of the New Age magic, which a lot of the New Age stuff is close and similar, but it's very kind of cut and pieced together. Like you're missing steps, you're missing knowledge. And so if I were to give you that and say, hey, you know, I'll explain this to you so you can learn, you know, that would be different than me saying, okay, you can pick a spell from this book and do what you want with it, right? Because you can read it to learn it, you just can't utilize it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
yeah.
You said due to my lineage,
Mm-hmm.
and since I'm ascending, now I'm wondering.
Right now?
No.
Oh.
I've dreamt about certain events that have happened.
Yes.
I've seen it before it happens, and everything's to the T.
Mm-hmm.
Is that another reason?
That is one of your gifts.
That's all Raven.
My mom.
Well, there's two. Okay, so there is what people call psychics, and then there's people that are called clairvoyant.
Which one?
Clairvoyant. Clairvoyant people can see past, present, and future through either dreams or touching.
Okay.
I'm the type of person that I can touch something and see whatever it is, which is why I try not to shake hands with people. Like, I can hug you, but I'm not going to touch you because I don't want to know your dirty secrets. Right? But my brother, he's a clairvoyant, and he has that same issue, right? But his thing is just like, because he doesn't practice. He and his wife live a different life, and his issue is that he can't run away from it. So no matter what he dreams or who he dreams about, he knows what, when, where, and why. Psychics tell you the future, right? Clairvoyants will tell you to a T what's going to happen in a week, or if that event has happened already, or if they're noticing the action happening at the moment. Like, I've seen this, what they call deja vu.
I get
that's
that
what I
a lot.
get.
I get that a lot.
So
You like Michael, like, no, not you, Kevin. Not yet.
no, you can have gifts, you just can't utilize them in the way that you would want to.
You're like,
right?
you're on training wheels right now.
Yeah, you are. You're on a
Damn.
little tricycle.
I got thrown into the world with no knowledge.
Also true.
So they're just like, survive, bitch.
Just like,
So like,
go ahead, live your life.
Try
when,
to, bitch.
So when I dream about stuff though that it's gonna happen in the future, that's kind of like my gift right there. But I
Yes.
don't know when's gonna happen. I just know it
That it's going to.
because I can actually see myself in the moment and I can feel everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see people's faces. They're all blurred
That's
for me.
because it hasn't happened yet. If it's something that has happened in the past, you'll notice their faces. You
Yeah.
can describe what they're wearing. You can say how they were speaking.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's happening in the present, it could be someone you just met yesterday, and these things are happening moment for moment until that climactic moment that you have in your dream or whatever.
Okay.
That brings you to that deja vu moment. Like, okay, well, this is my decision point.
Yeah, because there'll be moments that I already saw it in my dream already, and then when I you know, in real life now, and I'm like, I already lived this already though, and I already like seen everything that has happened, but everyone's faces were blurred, so I couldn't really see
Which
who I was
means
talking to.
If that is what you're seeing and that is what is happening, that means that you are reliving that moment over and over again. Whether it's this life or your past life, you're reliving this moment because you have yet to understand that moment. So even though you feel like it has passed already, it hasn't, because those people's faces are not apparent to you.
Yeah, because when I started my new job, and there was like a moment that I already saw like probably like 3 or 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, I know why I was here, and seeing everyone doing the things that we're doing now, but everyone's faces were like super blurry.
Like
I couldn't.
putting a puzzle together.
Yeah.
type of- yeah.
And I remember sitting in that specific chair, and I was just like going like, you know, doing the things, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, in my dream, I was doing the same motion with my chair, or I was on the computer, doing something. But then, like, when I'm talking to people in my dreams, I can't see who they are, if it's a woman or
Or-
their color. I just know I'm talking to someone though, but it's like muffled,
Right.
and I'm like, what the fuck am I saying?
You'll know at that moment when it comes about.
Yeah, and then
But
when that moment comes, I'm like,
that's-
holy
But
shit.
that's what you need to remember out of everything.
Yeah.
Is that moment, because usually at those moments is when you have a decision, right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
Could, that could make
Like
or
you have
break
like
you.
this one or this one,
Right.
Like a path.
Yeah.
You gotta choose.
And
it.
whichever one you choose, you have to accept whatever fate comes with it.
Oh yeah.
Pause. It's starting to snow here.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be able to go home okay? Because it's already like 10, 17.
Yeah, no, I gotta go because I live in Waukegan by the lake.
No
Yeah.
shoot.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Probably have to
I'm
go home and get some
No, it's okay.
Thank you for. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I
Well,
saw
maybe-
that. I
we
got
can
the
maybe, like,
weather.
wrap it up and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a deja vu moment?
all the time, all the time. And even like back in the day, one of my buddies I used to hang out with, he always thought I was a little psychic because I was able to kind of see things I shouldn't have, or at least like I was able to kind of predict or see dreams that he's had like a long time ago. He was like, dude,
Look at
that's
us
exactly
coming
it."
from lineages.
Well, like I said,
Ryan
a
was like-
lot. Even you come from a lineage that you don't really know about.
I don't know where I
right?
come from,
And we're gonna leave you alone, right?
Yeah, we're gonna leave you alone.
Because I want to pick on you.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Wait, I have one more question before we wrap it up.
Okay.
My mother said she lost the gift I had after she gave birth to me.
That is true.
If I have my own child, would I lose the gift and pass it on?
It is very possible because our lineages are very, very strong. What happens with mothers? When it comes to mothers and sons, it's kind of like you're stuck, right? But and it's kind of divided, right? Your son will always have your gift, and you retain your gift. But the moment you have a daughter, she is also a conduit of life. She is the bringer of life, a bearer of life, which means you deal with souls in essence, right? So her energy of that nature would transfer to you. Because it comes from a profound line, you have double the chances that she'll be drained from her abilities, but you will get her the majority of her abilities. And then again, because you have a sister, it could be divided,
I have two.
like 60-40, right? Or whatever.
Because
So-
one of them could feel and hear. The other one can see, talk, feel everything. But she blocked it off.
Yeah. Okay.
She completely closed that because now she's very religious.
So the moment that she closed it, she and locked herself out, which is what my mom did with being the stupid ass she is. Those things went back to you and your sister.
No wonder mine have been. Suddenly I felt like it got
It'll
stronger.
be. That's what I was gonna say. It'll amplify itself. My mom gave away a lot of her abilities on her journey for religious purposes because a lot of the stuff that we do scared her. And her abilities were a little bit different because she could hear people's thoughts. And a lot of the things would drive her insane. Like we had to put her in a hospital at one point because it was the only quiet place for her to be in a room by herself. Because it was like 1,000 people talking at once in her head, right?
Shit.
And you don't want to sit next to somebody who's thinking about touching your ass or grabbing your titties or violating somebody next to you, right?
Yeah.
Like these are things that drove her insane because
Yeah.
how do you explain to someone
What you
these
heard.
things, you know? And she had a lot of issues dealing with the fact that she could see the dead, but that was her gift to bear, right? That was her responsibility. But again, it scared her. And when the day that it broke her, me and my grandmother were doing a spell in the basement because of this lady's house, because she was having these weird things happen. Like she would have doors shut. Her daughter one time was like held up by her hair in the air. Like it was just a really bad situation. So me and my grandmother went down, and my mom came with us because my mom was like, okay, well, I'm going to see what I see. And she saw an old indigenous woman walking through the basement of this lady's house covered in blood. And when we put, because the way that we did our spell is there's two knives crossing each other, and then we have a candle. We go into the other room because my mother is calling us, and all you hear from the other room, mind you, there's nobody else because we're all with my mom at this point because she's describing us what this lady looks like and trying to tell us what she's saying. You hear boom. We go back into the room because we hear that big ass explosion. The candle itself had exploded, and there was one knife in one entryway and another knife in the other entryway, but like upwards, like in the doorways.
Damn.
Yeah, no. And that was the day she said, fuck this shit. I can't deal. I'm going to go away. But now she's like calling me every other day. Can you read my cards? Let me know what's happening. I feel this way. I feel like an itch in my third eye. I'm like, well, that's a you problem because you locked yourself out and walked away from something that you were born into, you know, to find your way in another situation. So that is your walk. I can't affect you in any way to get rid of that.
Because I always tell him I feel more at peace when I'm outside with nature.
Nature is where we come from, right? We are blood and bone, just like the other animals and creatures. Humans like to divide themselves as the more
Dominant,
right, like they know more, right? But
Yeah.
you think about it, animals know when to duck, dive, and run. We do not.
They know where
We
to head for
run
the wither.
into the action blindly, like, oh, I got this. And then something happens, oh, my leg, you know?
While the
Yeah.
deer's like, peace out.
I told you, bye, dude.
That's why I always tell them, like, you always look at the animals, how the animals react. That's how you know if you're okay or you're fucking fucked.
Right. No, honestly, though.
Then that's why I'm like, I like
Trees
having
will
a
tell
dog.
you.
Yes, the trees will, the water,
Yeah.
the wind.
What sucks about your guys' situation is you live by a river, right? You live by this water.
Always energy.
And it, because of the energy of the current of water, it brings a lot of all kinds of life with it, right? So you're going to have a lot of action here.
Because we've had people knock on the back door, have tried to come in multiple times, and I'm like, I don't know if it's,
No.
I'm like, if it's a person, I'm like, or something else. I'm like, but it's not coming in here.
No ma'am, no ham, no burger. Please don't.
That's why I'm like, if my dog likes you, I know you can be welcomed back into the house. But that's why I told Kevin, I don't like getting mats to say welcome.
No.
This one says warm wishes. That's fine.
Which is fine.
But anything that says welcome or welcome to our nest or anything like that or hello, no. Get that out of my
You
house.
need one
Ryan's
that
like-
says enter at your own risk.
Ryan's like, fuck, I
need-
gotta get rid of
I need one. I
mom's
told
mat.
him.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna get my favorite one I saw. It was
go fuck yourself.
rated M for mature.
There's one that I'd like that says unwelcomed. I'm like, I will put that outside.
I keep hamsas at my door.
My mom keeps an iron horseshoe.
That's a good thing to keep at your door. Above the door, honestly.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, isn't that for like good luck? Isn't it a
the
good luck
horseshoe,
thing?
yes.
Yeah.
But it also wards off evil
Iron. It's straight iron. So
and leprechauns and fairies.
I got a story to tell you about that later for the next one.
Oh, damn. All right.
All right, that's been it for the Rabbit Hole podcast. Thank you for joining us for our very first episode. I think next time we'll do our episode after the Congress Theater, so that should be pretty good. So thank you for joining, and thank you for watching.
Don't forget to
Have a
subscribe
good
and leave
one.
reviews.
Yeah, and check out our Night Pulse
Please.
channel on YouTube. That's where we do all of our ghost hunting adventures.
And also send us your favorite ghost stories, and then we'll read them on the next podcast.
I want to know your encounters as well. See what other